Talk about a major party. So Labor this week, right, Ben? So, you know, their slogan, "In it for you." Are you a fan?
There's been a lot more discussion about their slogan this election, and I think that's probably because they sort of missed the mark with it. It doesn't really have it's not as organic as, you know, let's do this. It doesn't kind of capture a moment, but what they're trying to do is, you know, that laser-like focus on the median voter and the problems that they're dealing with. But look, the issue isn't the slogan. The issue is the positioning over years. You know, their strategists and media people were, at the beginning of last week, you know, a sort of stomach-churning irony calling this Law and Order Week, and you know, and these sort of very belated announcements 90 days before the election about cracking down on crime and getting tough on crime.
And the delivery of those announcements, I mean, is that going to be harmful? What, Lara?
Yeah, I was just like, I think we both were like, the delivery.
I don't know. I think we possibly overanalyse that. I think the voters in the main will see something being done about something that's wrong, and that'll go down fairly well. But I do go back to the fact that they are both underwhelming, and that's possibly why. I mean, it's hard to put your finger on why they're sitting in the low to mid 30s, but it is something to note, and I think it's going to be hard to come back. So I think Megan Woods as campaign manager and Chris Bishop on the other side have a really hard job to win the hearts and minds of voters.
National's winning the race though in terms of the donations. I mean, if you look at what's coming in major donations so far this year, 1.6 million. I think 400 grand this week actually for National. And Labor's at the other end. It's like, you know, 400 grand. Is that relevant, Ben? Do you think that's relevant? I mean, because National has a lot to spend, but are they getting bang for their buck, and Labor's trailing down the other way?
If you could buy elections in New Zealand and money equaled success, we would have a coalition party, coalition government of Kim.com, Gareth Morgan and Colin Craig. And so you know,
well, that's a scenario.
At the margins, and look, in a very competitive tight race between two parties that are polling very similarly, then it can give them a little bit of an edge. But really what it is an indicator of, you know, it's almost like the betting markets. It's almost saying actually there's a lot more confidence out there that National and have got a sniff this time.
I think courage and imaginative ideas take you further than donations in New Zealand politics. I agree with Ben, and that's something that you pushed Megan Woods on in terms of being safe. I think both major parties are being timid, and that's something Sir Roger Douglas called out.
Yeah, what do you think? A safe, cautious campaign, no big ideas. Lara, that's how you're reading it?
Yes, very interesting letter, that one. Definitely enjoyed reading that this week. Yeah, I think even going back to that slogan, that "in it for you," that implying that National's not, in a way it's kind of slightly negative. Like, it's just that, I know it's still like Labor, not National, National, not Labor, and it's just like, I think everyone's a bit tired after COVID, and we're like, okay, what's this campaign really going to bring? Is it going to be memorable?
Back on track, is that memorable? Back on track?
Oh, but it's not like
But back on track is actually a really good slogan in the sense that when you look at the polling, the parties are neck and neck. Christopher Luxon, not great personal polling compared to Chris Hipkins over the last sort of 6 or 7 months, but where the polling is really decisive is that right track, wrong track polling.
Yeah, totally agree.
And so you're actually just basically plugging in the slogan and saying what's already on people's minds,
which is
the country is on the wrong track.
A bleak vibe. Well, that's a great place to end it. A bleak vibe. Okay, I'm going to have to end it there with your bleak vibe comment.
Bleak vibe.
Thank you, Lara. Thank you, Mark, and thank you, Ben.